What is going on, everybody? Welcome back, Dudes Who Bet Daily, January 12th, 2023. Probably one of our heaviest horse racing episodes we've had in a while. We've got 3 horse racing best bets as well as a race of the day. Papadu, the only one going to sports, going back to the college football or college basketball arena there. Tough one for the Pirates last night, Papadu.
That's all I can do is laugh. That was ridiculous.
It was a good call in the race of the day. You had the winner there, so got to give you some props there. The winner in the race of the day. Halterman crew both got it done there. The 5-2 shot. Magic, how's it going, man? Been a while since we've had you on the show.
Yeah, it's my voice. Sorry, my voice is still gonna be gone. I was at the AEW show that was last night in Los Angeles. That's why I look like this. I'm not actually in character for once. I just look and feel like I got run over by a train, or like I got dropped a one-winged angel move off of a 20-foot high ladder.
Yeah, that too. We did Super Bowl picks yesterday, Magic. Who do you like in the Super Bowl?
Listen, I gotta stay. Can I just stay with the LA Chargers? I did pick them in the preseason, and the fact that they even made it into the playoffs after the way things kind of started for them, I think they're doing really well. I thought I saw this incredible quote from Austin Eckler. I don't know if you guys talked about it or saw it, but they were asking him like, well, how much faith do you really do? You know, what's it like playing for the coach? How much do you believe in him? He said, if coach says it's Easter, we're dying eggs. And I was like, I like that answer. That's a good one. All right.
It's interesting. I wish I didn't, but I do like the Chargers this week. We have an article up on Racing Dudes, all of my picks for the first week of the playoffs. So make sure you check that out later today. Let's send this show first to the hardwood here. We got a marquee matchup. The Celtics heading in to take on the Kevin Durant-less Nets. Celtics laying 3, total sitting at 227. Papa Dude, we'll start with you. You had a nice night in the NBA last night. You went 4-0.
Yeah, and the Nets are out, or Durant's out.
Durant is out, yes.
Oh, okay. That changed my whole plans. I would have taken the net. Is he just resting or is he hurt?
He's out for 3-4 weeks, I think it is.
Oh, see, I missed that. What's he done this time?
I believe it was a leg injury, but not positive.
Oh, man. I can't take the Nets without him. I cannot do it. I think the line ought to be more than that, really. He means so much to that team. I'll go the Celtics -3, and this was Dr. Tang's bet today. He was taking Brooklyn. I hope he's listening. I don't know whether he knew that Durant was hurt or not either. So I'm taking the Celtics.
Yeah, definitely. One thing, MCL sprain. There we go, knee injury. The one thing that concerns me about the Celtics is a back-to-back. But we saw this in the first round of the playoffs last year, Aaron, and the Celtics absolutely just literally swept the Nets in 4 straight games. Their defense was the difference. It's going to be tough for the Nets to score tonight, and the Celtics have been doing that in bunches. Are you worried about the back-to-back here? You're taking the Celtics.
Celtics big tonight. No Durant. Celtics big.
Magic?
I'll go with the Celtics too. I don't have really a feeling on this, but if Papa Dude went 4-0 on NBA, man, who am I to go against him?
All right, let's head over to the other marquee matchup out in Los Angeles. Magic probably not going to this one tonight. The Luka Doncic-led Mavericks laying 2.5 against the Los Angeles Lakers. LeBron has been on one recently. Total sitting at 235.5. I kind of like the under here, Aaron.
Lakers are going to get the upset tonight. I like the Lakers. We've talked about this. The Mavs on the road, not great. Lakers playing better. I'll go under as well. Usually I say 250 for the total. I'll go 230 in this one. Under and Lakers tonight.
Papa Dude?
Spent a lot of time on that too, right, Aaron?
Yes.
Yeah, I've studied it deeply. I know. Yes. I like the Lakers. The Lakers are slowly sneaking up the ladder and getting close to the playoff picture. They're playing much better. LeBron's playing well. I'm going with Aaron. The Mavericks are not very good at home, and they're not very reliable. So I'm going the Lakers tonight to win.
Magic?
Is LeBron playing? I know he was out last time with a sore ankle. So whether or not he's playing, I think I'd go with the under as well. Just he's kind of like the band leader still right now in LA. So I'd go under, but watch out for Doncic.
Give me the Mavs and the under. I'm going to go against the team Halterman here. I think the Mavs get it done on the road here. They have been a weak road team, but I just don't like this Lakers team. They can't shoot. That's a huge issue. And when you're inconsistent shooting the ball, then it's a big-time problem. All right, let's go to the worst road team against the spread in the NBA, the Cavs. I picked this game specifically. I don't know if you knew this. They are 2-15-2 against the spread on the road this year. 2-15. That's awful. They're laying 3 tonight against the Trailblazers, who are awful themselves. Total sitting at 220.5. Magic, we'll start with you. Who do you like?
They're really that. I thought that the Mavericks were worse against. They're really the worst team against the spread.
2-15 against the spread on the road.
Well, who am I to try? Oh, it's on the road. Okay, well, yeah, then no. I'm not going to buck that trend. Definitely not. Last time I tried to do that on the show, it did not go well for me. Like from tip off, it was almost like the ECU Pirates game last night. So no, not going to do it.
Papa Dude.
Yeah, you're like me, Magic. You can't bury those, can you? You just can't get that through your. No, you just can't do it. Once they scorn you like that, you can't get it out of your system. I agree with you. But I'm going Cleveland tonight. I think they're going to win this one tonight. I'm going Cavs.
Papa Dude says, screw the trend. What do you say, Aaron?
I feel good about this pick now. Blazers, big tonight in Portland. They're going to be partying in the streets. Easy win. Take them on the money line. Forget the points. Blazers, big.
Give me the over the 220.5. It's low for an NBA total. The average team is averaging 113 a game. So I'll take the over 220.5 here. The side scares me. The Cavs should roll them, but man, that 2-15 is tough to buck there. All right, let's head to the ice. We got 2 big time matchups here. The Stars plus 115 heading into New York to take on the Rangers minus 125. Total sitting at 5.5. One of the lowest totals that we've seen all season here. Aaron, I'll kick it off with you. Who do you like here?
Going to be a great game tonight in Madison Square Garden. Going to be a lot of fun. I'm going to go upset. I'll take the plus money on the Stars. I think they're going to get it done tonight. The Rangers at times I've been very right about, and at times they've made me look foolish. They've kind of been that kind of team all year. But I'm going to take the Stars in a little bit of an upset. I think they've got enough scoring power to get it done tonight in New York. So Stars plus 115 for me.
Magic, who you got?
Can I take the over? The total is 5.5. I'll take the over on this one. Shesterkin's in net. I can never say the Dallas Odinger. I have no idea how to say his name. I'm going to take the over in this one. I think that there will be a little bit of offense. The Rangers have been doing really well. They're on a 7-game point streak right now. And they're at home. So I'll go with the over. But I agree there. I think this would be a great game.
Papa Dude?
I agree totally. Didn't the Rangers play last night and won in overtime, right?
I think it was 2 nights ago, but
was it 2? Okay, I'm watching. I'm
2 nights
watching
ago.
So many games. I can't keep them straight. I love ESPN Plus. I love it because you don't have to watch the whole game. I can't sit and watch the whole game. And man, when they get down there to overtime, you just switch on them. It is fantastic. I love to watch overtimes anyway. It's been great. I take the Rangers. I think the only way it goes over if it goes in overtime, which it could.
I actually like the under first period 1.5. It's minus 110. So I'll take a little subsection of this. I'll go under first period minus 110. Not going to bet the game, but this is one I will be watching. This is probably one of the better games you're going to have here on Thursday night. Now that the NFL has moved over to just the weekend. The other good game out in Vegas, the Panthers minus 105 heading into the Golden Knights minus 115. Total 6.5. You can see a lot more offense here than you did in that Stars Rangers tilt. Aaron, we'll start with you. Who do you like?
Most inconsistent team in any league, anywhere, Florida Panthers. Most nights they look like crap. Some nights they look like that team we thought they would be that could compete. I like minus 115 on the Golden Knights. You don't get that number on them at home very often, especially against a team that, listen, they are better than most nights. So I think Vegas is the play tonight at minus 115. I would go over that total 6.5. I know that's a big total, but I think there's going to be scoring in this game. Somich, I think, is going to be wide open. I really do. End of the day, though, I think the Knights are just a little bit more consistent. I'll take the Golden Knights.
Yeah, I'm going to agree with you on the Golden Knights. This is the 4th game of a road trip for Florida. They played in Colorado 2 nights ago. It's not an easy spot to then head into Vegas right afterwards. So I like the minus 115. Magic, who do you got here?
I like Vegas too. There was a time when Sergei Bobrovsky was one of the best goalies, and he actually won the Vezina, I think, twice. But that was a while ago, and his form this year, he's very inconsistent, allows a lot of goals. So I'm gonna go with the Golden Knights. I think the total is a little too high to play. I think that the Golden Knights could win this like 4-1, something like that. So 4-0. Logan Thompson in net for Vegas tonight should be pretty strong.
Papa Dude, close us out.
Kiss of death. All four of us taking the Golden Knights. That's the kiss of death, people. I like it's minus 115. It's kind of odd. I think it ought to be more than that. I like the Golden Knights.
All right, let's head over to the race of the day. Going to Gulfstream Park, race number 6. A pretty interesting one here. Non-winners have won $75,000 on the turf, 7.5 furlongs. Optional claimers going 7.5 for $75,000. A couple horses that were in stakes races that are dropping back into the N1X level here, Aaron. I thought this was a really tricky race to handicap. One scratch, the 8, Isabel Alexander. But man, your favorite here is sitting on the board at I believe it's 4-1 on the 3 Scottish Symphony. So wide open affair here.
I did not go the favorite. I went with number 6, Pelota Sisters. I think that horse is going to be pretty tough here for Grand Motion. Gets Jose Ortiz aboard. 12 times in the last year, Ortiz has rode for Motion. 33% winners, 50% have hit the board. This horse, 2 races back, went gate to wire at Delaware Park in a maiden special weight. Went into a grade 3 stakes at Del Mar right after that, which tells you how much Motion really thought of this horse to ship her all the way across the country. Didn't run well, got 7th, beaten 3 3/4. I mean, it wasn't fantastic. But if you look, the horse has been, when running well, has been a lot closer to the lead than she was there. She got a bad break out of the gate, stepped slow, got behind it, and still came running decently. I think in this spot, break well, get her towards the front, let that Gulfstream turf carry her. I like the 6 here at 6-1.
Magic, quite a bit of speed signed up here. Are you going to look at one of those speed horses? Or are you looking for someone coming off the pace?
Well, I don't know what kind of a trip she's going to end up getting. The 3 Scottish Symphony is going to be my top pick here. I like it was like 1 and 1A there with the Pelota Sisters as well. By the way, Pelota Sisters getting back on Lasix, and she had Lasix when she broke that maiden. I think that might help her as well. Scottish Symphony is a half to one of my favorite horses of all time named Faham Mura. Aaron probably remembers Faham Mura from Vladar Sharin. Yeah, speed demon. This horse, not so much of a speed demon, but she showed good fight in that 2-turn debut at Woodbine, or her debut at 2 turns at Woodbine last out to get the win. I'm going to roll with her, but you said there's a lot of speed. I like the fact that in her debut, which came in a stakes, by the way, she sat off and then was able to pass horses. Just couldn't catch the winner, but the winner of that race, Florida Sombrero, is 4 for 5 in her career. So a very good horse to, I guess, finish second behind for your debut, again, in a stakes race.
Yeah, I'm not going to get more creative than these two. I was 3-6 in this spot as my 2 must-uses. They're the 2 horses that I thought were the 2 to beat here. I was interested in some prices here, Papa Dude. Who did you like on top first? And we'll get into some long shots here.
Well, okay, here's what we got here. We got 3 experts and 1 dumbass.
Wait,
No. It's me.
Magic. What?
It's no magic. No magic. It's me. That's me, please. Okay, so if you're a dumbass, you listen to the experts, okay? And then if your horse that you picked is not one that they chose, then you don't bet the race. Okay? That's what you do. Well, unfortunately, my horse, 2 of you have chosen. Now, what usually happens to a dumbass when they listen to experts and they've picked the horse that you like, the horse doesn't come through. I've noticed that many, many times listening to you guys. Okay. I think this race is wide open. I think it's difficult. If you're in any of the exotics, if you're in any of the multiple races, you better go deep in this one. I really think so. I don't like any of these horses. They haven't really done anything. I like the 3, and here's my angle. They started that horse in a stakes race. They must think that horse is pretty good. And it ran good, and then it won the next time out. And that's why I like the 3. That's the simple part of it for me. And I think their trainer's pretty good too. So that's why I like the 3.
Yeah, $235,000 daughter of Mendelssohn out of a Giants Causeway mare should have no issue with the turf or the distance. It's going to be the first time we're on turf. Last win was on synthetic. Let's talk about a couple prices here. I'm going to start with a 7 State of Mind, who ran very well, breaking her maiden, going 1 mile and 70 yards at Woodbine in September. Came back in a grade 3. I don't think ran poorly. It was only a 5-horse race. Ends up running 4th there. Had to go 5 wide heading into the stretch. I think was just over her head. I like her second off the layoff here, 10-1 on the morning line. And the 11 Maroon Bells I think is awfully interesting as well. It's a Tom Proctor horse. Broke its maiden on the synthetic first time out. was moved off the turf to the synthetic. This is a war front, a daughter of war front who should have no issue stretching out, should like the turf quite a bit. Post scares me a little bit. Aaron, you like either of those long shots?
You hit it, the 11. Look out. I like this 11 a little bit. You look at what they tried to do. They tried to get this horse on the turf on debut, and it got rained off, or is one of those days they just randomly took it off. I don't know which one is which. But anyway, got to the synthetic. Really probably not what they wanted to run this horse on. Still was able to get classy enough win in that first race. That number's low, right, that she earned that day. However, look for a big-time second out jump for this horse. On the right surface, got a trainer that jumps him up second time out anyway. I think the 11 at 12-1 makes a ton of sense. You hit it, though. It's tough to win from these outside posts at Gulfstream going 2 turns on this turf. That's going to be the scary part of it. However, I still think you need to take a look at this horse. I think she's got talent. Watch how she runs today. Maybe she doesn't win. Maybe it's like a 4th and it get kind of muddled up and you get her at a big price next time out. I'm interested in this horse moving forward.
Yeah, I think Aaron brings up a great point. This might be a stable him up horse, Magic, depending on what happens here, especially if we're caught 4 or 5 wide. Coming out of a sprint, you'd expect her to be more forwardly placed. There's quite a bit of speed inside. Could end up being a tough first turn here for the 11.
Yeah, and JD Fox in the chat was messaging me. It was when we were talking about our top picks. He goes, "Well, I like the 11, so I don't know who's going to win this one." And I was like, "I like the 11 too." The post is my main concern, but synthetic. Mike, you talk about a lot in the Magic Mike show that the synthetic horses, they do well when they're running, when they're closing, I should say. So I do like the fact that she's going to be stretching out here. That we're on turf, which they tried to do originally. All good points that you made. That post, man, like going 2 turns like this on the turf at Gulfstream, that's going to be a tough post to overcome.
Should be a fun one. I agree with Papa Dude. Probably a spread race, especially since this is one of the most likely spots. You're going to get a price today on Gulfstream's later half of the card. All right, let's jump into best bets here. I'm going to make Aaron go first because he's taking us to Chuck E. Cheese. All right, go ahead, Aaron.
That's right. I'm going to Charlestown today, folks. I'm going to go down to race 7 today at Charlestown. I toyed around with the Aqueduct. I toyed around with Gulfstream Park. Every race kind of felt similar to what we just talked about. It's like, I really like this horse, but here's this other one at a decent price, and maybe that horse can get it done. So a lot of different ways at Gulfstream and Aqueduct today. So I'll go over to Chuckytown. Let's go race 7, number 3, Bandits Warrior. This horse, if you're looking at the past performances, it's a speed and fade type, right? Going 6 furlongs at Laurel. Last time out against allowance runners, had the lead, got 5th, beaten 4. And that's kind of what you see. 3 races back, was able to hold that speed and win. However, today we're getting to 4.5 furlongs. Perfect for a speed and fade type. We're not fading today. Also, Laurel to Charlestown. We're facing much weaker horses in this spot today than what we were facing over at Laurel. So I think the number 3 Bandits Warrior gets out to the front today and takes him all the way. I don't think she fades today. 4.5 furlongs, perfect. 2-1 on the morning line. I think it'll be more like even money, but I think we get it. We get over that 4 to 5 threshold. So Charlestown race 7. I like the 3 Bandits Warrior.
Should clearly be the speed of the speed. There are a couple others that want to go, but I don't think have the same type of speed she does. Give me the 3-4 Exacta Colt. I think the 4 picks up the pieces for second. And I like the pick of the 3. I think the 4 is your clear second place horse there.
The 4's got second 2 straight times at this distance. And so I agree with you. That's going to be the one to worry about. I'll be the one flying from the back late trying to catch my top choice.
Loves to close, hates to win. Perfect for your Exacta. All right, Papa Dude, give us your best bet here. Heading to Washington.
I'm keeping it simple. I'm not going to say much about this. I'm doing so bad in college basketball. Well, I'm not, but I can't hit the parlays, so I'm not doing that. We got 2 shitty teams going at it tonight, so you're going with the home team, which is Washington. Stanford is 5-10, haven't won a game in the Pac-12, and lost their last time by 22 to California, which is 3-14 on this season. Okay,
that's not good.
That's not good. Washington is 9-8. They are on a 5-game losing streak. Listen to the teams they've lost to. Auburn, they're ranked in the top 25. USC, decent team. UCLA, top 10. Arizona, top 10. And Arizona State is just outside the top 25. Now, having coached teams before, when you go through the gauntlet like this, you're going to go one of 2 ways tonight. You're either going to face the less competition, the worse competition, and you're going to come out firing, or you've been beat down and you don't have anything left. I'm banking on them coming out tonight with fire in their eyes and getting a victory over Stanford. The line's okay, 2 points. I think they cover that. So I'm going the Huskies tonight, -2 against Stanford at home.
A little college basketball action late in the evening in case you want to get any bets done. Papa Dude keeping us up once again. He loves doing that. All right, my best bet, I'm heading over to Gulfstream Park, race number 9. Give me the number 4 horse, 5-2 on the morning line. This is best defense, second-time starter. Was in the Todd Pletcher barn for the first start at Aqueduct, went 6 furlongs over the turf. Showed some speed, got in a little bit of trouble. That was a maiden special weight. We're dropping into the maiden claiming level, adding blinkers, switching over to the Kevin Sweezy barn. But notice who decides to ride this horse right back off the barn switch. Irad Ortiz stays aboard. This is Lone Speed going 5 and on synthetic at Gulfstream, which is a huge advantage for horses there. I think Irad takes this horse gate to wire. Give me the 4 best defense in the 9th at Gulfstream Park, 5-2 on the morning line. Probably going to get more like 7-5 or 8-5 in this spot. Aaron, top pick?
No.
But biscuits.
Use the horse. I do like this. I like the 7 a little bit. Cherie DeVoe, that's our girl, Somich, and I'm telling you, second race, first race at 36-1, nearly won. I think that horse is dangerous. But I went 4-7 in the race, so it's not like it's a bad pick. But this is my point of Gulfstream. Every race, it's there's 2 or 3 that can win today, So no, I think it's going to be between those 2.
You're wrong. There's only one that can win the last race, and it is the 4 horse. Best defense, gate to wire, baby. Magic. I like this horse. Good pick. Tell us about the 7th at Gulfstream.
The number 2 won America. Now the rail horse had Irad aboard and was 7-2 on the morning line scratch. So the 4-1 is a pipe dream. But a horse that, if you look, since Claudio Gonzalez got his hands on this one, the 3 dirt races, yes, they were at 6 furlongs, but all 3 of those efforts I think are good enough to win at this level. We are stepping up slightly from the 40K N2L level, but the horse has shown speed, and there really isn't much else speed in here that possibly the 4 could go with the 2. But now that we've got the rail draw, we're going 7 furlongs. The horse debuted at a mile, which is 1 turn at Churchill Downs, and showed speed. Cut back to 7 furlongs there, showed speed. Wasn't as solid, but Claudio Gonzalez, I'm not going to say a whole lot other than I have a lot of faith that Claudio Gonzalez is going to have this horse ready to re-break if he gets challenged at the top of the stretch. How about that?
I have this one on top as well, Aaron. My biggest threat in this spot, though, the 7, class dropping for that tricky trainer, Dale Romans. Never know what's going to happen. Get Saez aboard there. I don't know what Romans horses are going to do. I cannot predict the Romans' future. It's almost impossible.
I think it's a good pick.
You like the 2 too?
I have the 2 on top. I think it's a good pick. I think it would be hilariously funny if the 7 wins, though, because Magic talks so much shit on Romans. And here's the problem. Yeah, it's a Romans horse. Look who's riding, Luis Saez, and that worries me. So we'll see what happens with that one, Magic. But I think it's a good pick. I have the horse on top. So.
Yeah, hopefully it's the pace, which Magic mentioned. The 2 horse should get the lead, shouldn't be too challenged up front. The 7 horse is going to have to stalk and probably go 3 wide. Hopefully that makes the difference. We can get this 4-1 home. I think you get a decent price on this horse because I think the 7 takes a ton of money dropping down into the claiming level for the first time.
Yep, I totally agree. I think the price is going to be there. I don't know if we'll get 4-1, but I think it's going to be close.
Yeah, I think you're staring at like 7-2, 3-1, somewhere in that range, which is a pretty solid bet at Gulfstream for a horse to try and go gate to wire. All right, that's going to wrap it up for us. Thank you very much for checking out Dudes Who Bet Daily. We will be back the rest of the week at 12 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. Pacific. Who knows if Magic will be? We never know with him. That hoodie could come back. It could just disappear forever. I'll go over the best bets before we send it off here. Papa Dude taking Washington, laying the 2. Aaron going to Charlestown, taking the number 3 horse in the 7th race, 2-1, like that 3-4 cold exacta. Somich going to Gulfstream Park, race number 9. I'm going to take the 4 horse, 5-2 on the morning line. Magic heading to Gulfstream Park, race number 7, taking the 2 horse, 4-1 on the morning line for the week. 1 and 2 down $100. Thank you very much for joining us, everybody. We will see you all tomorrow. Well, wrong button. Now we will see you all tomorrow.